You're going to be starting on the CT side, Envy on the T side. Seeing lots of Kevlar being bought, Flamey opting for the 5.7 and the HE. Is used to get to buy, gonna go for the Kevlar, so no kit on the CT side.
On the T side, Apex has a set of nades. He has 2 flashes and a smoke grenade. So perhaps they have something planned out. Seems like they're gonna be going through those B apartments to the honor pass. So perhaps I'm going to split to A from the connector kind of thing happening. Not sure. They're just building up right now.
Yeah, so there's pretty much a full rotation towards B. So happy with some initial lurking towards A. Maybe suggesting a bit of a setup there. I was wondering if they would maybe show the bomb towards B, but it looks like they will be committed. Flamey coming in with that HE, but is it going to do any damage? Kenny has to lose half of his life. Flamey coming in with that 5.7, taking down NBK, but traded by the T's. B-bomb's like clear now. They've got a lurker towards mid, but Happy will fall. So it is a 3 versus 3 retake attempt here for the CTs. Edward to go down quickly. Only Guardian C's remain. They both have Kevlar and the range of those P2000s.
Yeah, let's see how they work it out here. It's going to be Guardian coming in, but KDS gets him. Only C's left, and yeah, it's going to be crossfired and has no chance whatsoever. It's going to be EnVyUs picking up that pistol round. So Flamey was pretty much alone on that B bomb side, and with 3 guys coming in, he only managed to get 1 kill when he gets before getting traded away. So, you know, Navi getting EnVyUs rather getting that bomb site quite early on, getting the bomb down and just getting the positioning right, and then a bit of a push to Kitchen to get that kill over there as well. And that was pretty much it. EnVyUs going up 1-0.
So the players who got kills in that round on the CT side will be able to afford the scouts. Flamey and C's going to pick them up. Bit of a force going in for the rest of the team. Not going all the way though. No Kevlar being bought by Zeus, opting for a HE instead, leaving just a few $100s in the bank here. Yeah,
a very usual position here. Flamey is going to be one jumping with that scout there in B, just scouting away. Meanwhile, Envy taking it really slow, just trying to feel out if Navi is bringing any aggression. MPK scouting this A slope, and you have the rest of the players just scattered around the map. So nothing really happening so far, just a lot of waiting here so far.
So you can see Kenyas with a Mac 10 and Apex with a Tech 9. You can expect those two to be the aggressors in case they go down. They won't want to give Navi any massively strong guns. So far so good for Envy, only losing Apex, but the AK and Galil of Happy and NBK going to come in to cut down these CT numbers. NBK going to take down Guardian towards the stairs as the teammates come through connector. And it's that last scout now. Flamey taking down the bomb carrier. 3 players left. Only NBK is going to be 1 shot. Actually, Kiyoshima's been tagged as well, down to 29. Flamey could do some serious damage here. Bomb should get planted. That nade, though, is going to put a close end to things. Kobe!
Yeah, that was right on the money, wasn't it? Flamey going down with that, and that was just a slow build-up for a split through that connector for Envy, and just another example of them attacking together very well, making sure they're getting the trade kills, making sure that they're going to be the one with the advantage in any possible situation. And Envy bringing it up, they lost 2 men in that one. It's all right. It's going to be MBK and Apex actually continuing with some pistols. We got Deagle and MPK, and Apex with the Tech 9, so they'll probably be the ones scouting out.
Saw Guardian with about 2,700 there, holding his money for the AWP in future rounds. Again, this is a standard anti-eco so far from Envy. So Flamey's got a kill onto Happy after Happy taking 2. He's picked up an AK as well, so now the question is, does he go for the save? You can see the B bomb site's been abandoned by Navi, so they'll have to try and either go for an unlikely retake or try and play for exits. Zeus will go down, and now the question is, does Flamey save? You can see him in CT spawn at the moment, but the Envy side will start to slowly spread. Yeah,
at this point, Navi and Flamey is hoping to get some exit kills going on here to make sure that he's going to make some problems when it comes to economy to Envy, but unfortunately for him, it's going to be those Envy players going towards those B halls. But Z's picks up Kiyoshima, getting that AK. Can he make more happen here? Nope. MBK says no.
Well, Flamey still in CT spawn. Looks like he will save the AK. That's going to be an important save. Obviously, it's going to have the advantage over the the M4s.
Yeah, definitely. With Edward, for example, only sitting at 4.3k start of this round. So that's going to mean that one more player is going to have more sets of nades to work with in this round for Navi.
So the question is, how are Envy going to approach this? They know Guardian's going to be in. Oh, Guardian's got no armor. He didn't save enough money, presumably. He's gone for the 2 flashbangs.
Yeah.
So how are they going to approach? They know Guardian's going to be on the AWP. They won't know he is sans armor, as the French might say, in a better accent, of course.
Look at the aggression, though. He's already almost up in middle. He's going to have a lot of information. In just a moment's time, he'll know that there's nobody up there. but doesn't take the peek though, so he's not 100% sure what's going on.
Yeah, it seems that NBK is positioned to throw a smoke into CPL, but there's nobody in CPL now. They know that there's going to be no push coming anytime soon in mid. So what is the play here from Na'Vi? How do they use and exploit this information? They've got no one pushing A. They've still got just 2 people towards B, so it's pretty much a standard formation from the CT side. You can see the B halls being smoked off now, and the entire EnVy team is there. They seem committed. The flashes are coming in. Flamey will be able to reposition though, and Seas will run distraction from short. Kishima being taken down. Now here comes a crossfire from the CTs. Flamey coming in as well. Kenny S will fall, and there's the first frag finally for the EnVy side, but the rotations are coming in already. Apex happy go down. NBK only 15 HP. How much damage can he do? Not that much. Guardian surviving with the AWP as well. We'll be able to buy armor next round. And yeah, Na'Vi haven't taken too much damage here.
Yeah, great shot from Seast and Flamey there. And Flamey especially keeping alive behind that bench for so long. And then they got 2 kills before he went down. Zeus got into the action as well. And EnVy has had really nothing going on in that site. So they were not able to be explosive enough to make an impact. And it's going to be Na'Vi creeping up on that scoreboard. EnVy, though, still got the money to purchase on this one.
Oh, interesting. Double AWP, and it's going to be a solo B play from Seas with Diop. Often you'll see when there's 2 ops on the CT side, one will be on short, one will be on CPL, but this is a very different approach from Na'Vi, and they might have the plays in the right direction because there's an execute coming in towards the A side. They've lost 2 players, but then so have the CTs now. We've got a lurker again in Happy coming in mid, going to try and kill the rotations and make things harder for the CTs, but Zeus knows what he's like. He's waiting for him, and he'll punish him for it. Apex and Kishima remain heavily tagged now, both waiting towards the A side, where Guardian will keep hold of it with his trusty AWP. Fear for Apex and Kishima should they choose to peek here. Knowing how strong Guardian is, Seas and Zeus will occupy other territories.
And Zeus has a lot of information right now. He's gone up from that B underground.
Oh, Apex coming in. The Barbarians indeed will take the A site. Now things are going to get difficult for Na'Vi. Going to be smoked out of the site. Seas missing the shot, getting flashed as well. Bomb should be planted here. Zeus is on a long rotation. He's still quite a few seconds away, but his position may not be expected by the T's here. If Seas can stay alive, then Zeus, if he can get up this ramp fast enough, could get his team back into this. We can see Apex just on the site watching CT, gets taken down for free. The question is, where is Kishima? He's only got 37 HP. The molly coming in towards fireboxes, ironically. The smoke coming into Palace, but Steve's looking the wrong way. Can't see behind the box. There's Kishima, gets traded by Zeus. Is there time to defuse the bomb? He's got the kit. That's going to be the round for Na'Vi.
Yeah, that should have been over way before it actually was. Apex going just nuts there, getting that 3K. And that was an interesting round to start off with. It was EnVy was actually setting up for an A take, and Na'Vi at the same time went for a push, aggressive. 3 guys were towards that A slope. They flashed over. They went for an early battle there. So we can see here in the replay, but Apex, look at this, 2 kills here. That second one especially, and that's what made it possible. And this third one too was a beautiful one, but in the end, Kishima wasn't able to make that 1-on-2 happen.
One thing to bear in mind is only 1 person survived for Na'Vi. That was very expensive for them. If they lose this round, then EnVy could extend their lead once again. Very fast trades coming in. Guardian with a 2-man in mid, and it's down to 2 versus 2. Bomb is down for a few seconds, picked up by Apex, and he will make his escape. You can see Happy on A slope there. They'll know where one Na'Vi player is, but where is the other one? What is the play here? You can see the 2 EnVy players spread out now, going to be discussing their options, and it seems Happy maybe going to try and run distraction to enable a bomb plant so they can keep up the pressure worst case scenario. And again, the CTs are going to be split as well.
Yeah, that was an interesting build up there. That was EnVy just taking that middle very fast, and just kills were traded left and right. Ended up in a 2-on-2. Right now, the T's, like you mentioned, are really split up. Happy's going to try to create a distraction towards the A bomb site, and you have Apex here with the bomb just waiting in B hall, so let's see how this pans out.
The good thing is that EnVy still have a reasonable amount of time for Happy to play how Happy plays. But looking the wrong place at the wrong time, Zeus will find a headshot. But is that going to cause rotation from Flamey? Looks like it is. And Apex should hear him running away, so he can just wait a few seconds. I think he went for a shot, actually. He didn't manage to get the connection. Now Flamey realizes what's going on. The bomb gets planted. So worst case scenario is being ticked off right here for EnVy. Now Apex will hope to get himself 2-1 versus 1. He's got the AK as well. There's the first one, taking down Zeus. Now it's Flamey with a FAMAS versus Apex. Going to shoot him straight in the face, pick up the AK as well, and the defuse will come in. Na'Vi evening things up here.
Yeah, like I said, that was an interesting early on. Just a lot of trade kills going around, and then Happy trying to go to that A bomb side in a 2-on-2. Apex in a 1-on-2 to that B, getting that bomb down, getting the first kill, but not managing to clutch it in that 1-on-2. But again, everyone but one from Na'Vi goes down, so it's going to be a hard one for the CTs. Also, when you're struggling with money, it's going to be an issue, especially if they happen to lose this one. see what Envy decides to do. If they're going to be investing on this one, they do, because they know exactly how low money is for Na'Vi right now. So they know if they can win this one, they can force a potential double eco to Na'Vi.
You saw that steely gaze there from Apex. One of the friendliest faces outside of the game, but he is purely focused on ruthless aggression in this match. And Envy doing as Envy do with the Force once again. But look at the buy from Na'Vi. They are lacking in the grenades, lacking in weaponry. Edward down to the Max 7. So Envy going to try and, maybe not expecting AWP here, going to go for a 3-4-man presence in the mid area. And Guardian has moved elsewhere. We can see plays in CT now. KennyS coming in with the Tech 9. C's getting absolutely wrecked. But Na'Vi, can they keep control of the critical areas of the site? And map, Guardian holding things down from CT, but there are a number of Envy players coming through Connector. Zeus has got to find more. He's going to get headshot by KennyS as well. Who needs an AWP? He's got a Tech 9 and he's close enough to find those heads. Guardian misses a shot there. He's 1 against 3 at the moment. He needs a teammate to come in from short, but he's going to get traded before Flamey can do anything. He's going to get wrecked by NBK as well. And now Na'Vi have finally been broken. The Force buy is paying off for Envy.
It definitely did, and that was enabled by Kenny getting that kill on short, and then that initiated one of the CTs to push into that A slope to get some information. Happy took him also, made it into 5-on-3. Guardian tried to chime into it, and another player in jungle as well, but eventually NBK getting those last 2 kills, and that's going to be putting EnVyUs in a 4-3 situation. And Na'Vi, like I mentioned, is going to be in a huge economic situation right now. Very bad situation for them. They're going to be sitting at 1.5 or so potentially a double save for them.
Envy with no Molotovs to speak of whatsoever on this anti-eco, although they are possibly the most individually talented team in the game, and they'll rely on their aim here. Zeus almost reveals himself, but Happy has an inkling. He will get traded though by Guardian. Now we'll see how Envy can clean up the rest of the round. That gun should be irretrievable in the near future, but I think someone's trying to get it actually. That's Flamey headed in the direction.
Wow, just look at the shots that Envy's right now is just hitting. They're just hitting headshots left and right, everywhere. It doesn't matter if even if they go individually, just 1 by 1, they're still making these kills happen. It can be scary at times when you're scattered like that and not playing together, but they're making it work. Edward, though, he's going to get that kill on Apex, but Kenny is going to make sure that Edward doesn't get anything more, and it's going to be Envy picking up that round.
Yeah, you can see the money for Na'Vi absolutely sucks still. So we might see the second eco coming in here. Again, they just need the guns, they need the utility through the grenades here to try and hold off Envy. Try and sap the time for the T's to exploit the map for as long as possible. And indeed, we're going to see the quad deagle buy.
Yeah, it is.
Looking for the meat shots, looking to take Envy to the butchers, but again, Envy's aim may be too sharp, too quick versus such small weaponry here. We have Zeus coming in with a 5-7, going to be playing the close range, looking for those one-taps. He's got a smoke as well, and he's bought full armor with the Kevlar plus helmet. Not sure what the purpose of the helmet is here versus AKs and an AWP. He's going to start to push as well, but there's going to be multiple guns waiting for him. Can he find anything here? I think the arm's being raised. NBK looking for the angle, but he won't be needed. Apex going to take him down. NBK is going to clear out the A sites. Again, this is an anti-eco. Only Flamey remains here, going to try and position himself to do a bit of economical damage. Looking at the health of the players on Envy, actually,
yeah,
Flamey could get a lot of deep kills here if he positions himself in the right place at the right time. But Kishima says no.
Not happening, sir. Not happening. You saw Envy there. They were actually setting up for a take with smokes and stuff, but once they realized, I'm not sure if they realized it was going to be a save for Na'Vi, but once they did realize that it's going to be one of those situations, they just abandoned the whole idea. Instead, just went with their aim, and here we see Apex and NBK just making sure that nothing can go wrong with that A site, and there we go. So Envy picking up that 6th round.
Guardian back on the AWP, gonna have more grenades than a fair few of his teammates as well. But you don't often expect the AWPers to be having naves out. Going to be concentrating on the big green guns. Yeah,
Happy here just creating a bit of a distraction in the middle while his teammates are actually setting up for an A take. It's going to be a lot riding on Zeus and Edward here.
Look at the push through apps. There's a lot of info for Na'Vi to gain here. Yep. Flamey's going to stay deep in the apps, and Guardian's going to rotate towards the A side, but is he going to get there in time? Will he even be needed at this point? We've got the Envy players falling. They've only taken Zeus. Edward gets caught short. 3 versus 3 now, and Guardian is here, but Flamey is miles away, and the numbers are thinning for the CT side. NBK getting taken down by Guardian. That's going to limit the places that Envy can plant the bomb, and Flamey may be in a good position to stop any plant from coming in. Things slowing down now. KennyS behind the fireboxes. and he's got the bomb as well. So there's no option for a rotation here from Envy. Flamey looking for the head, Flamey finding the head. Now it's just down to Happy. He's going to get taken down as well. 2 players surviving for Na'Vi. They're winning the rounds, but again, they're just not winning with enough players alive.
Yeah, it's very costly, that's for sure. And like you rightly pointed out, there's a guy in B holes from Na'Vi getting information that nothing's going on there. So they got the 1 second advantage of over-rotating to that A site, knowing that the attack is probably going to be coming there, and it paid off in the end. But it was very costly, though. As you can see, Na'Vi doesn't have a lot of money to work with. So again, it's going to be a fragile situation, and Envy still has the money to buy on this one fully without a problem.
Okay, so Envy coming in with the numbers, refusing to fear Guardian in this situation. He was a bit late to leave CT spawn, and he won't be engaging in CPO. Indeed, he's over towards the B bomb site. So Na'Vi with a bit of a potentially unexpected formation to try and surprise Envy. And there's fast aggression from Envy towards the short area. Kenya's coming up in the boost. Maybe unexpected. Oh, it's going to lick Flamey. That'll be the warning shot, and Guardian will be the punishment for it. CT's looking for information in connector. They will find 2 Ts there, which is gonna worry him a bit, but the bomb's been taken down in mid now, and the Envy numbers are half of what Na'Vi have, so they're in a really bad spot here. You can see Kishima dancing around the smoke, but really, there's so much for him to do. Gonna catch Edward isolated. He doesn't know where C's is behind the smoke. Might hear some bullets rattling off, but will he find the frag? Getting tagged a little bit more, but he's still alive. He's the only one left for his team now. Question of damage, he can't do any more. Na'Vi survived with 3 players this time.
Yeah, a lot of work C's did there, actually. Not picking up that last kill, though. Flamey picked it up, but C's got 2 kills, I think, in the middle. And that was just Envy taking that middle with force. Na'Vi giving that space, not really caring about it. Envy went too short. Flamey got leg shot, but then Guardian picked off Kenny eventually. And I think, yeah, there we go. That's the 2nd kill from C's. It's a nice, clean headshot. And the 3rd one on A.
Look at this force from Envy. They've got 2 AKs, 2 Tech 9s, and the Honest Deagle. But they've got a lot of nades though, so they can go for some semblance of an execute here, maybe offer a bit of a wall, try and get close with those Tech 9s, get the 1-taps as Kenny S did on a former round.
And if any team, they're exactly the team to make this kind of buys work.
And look at the difference here. Guardian is all over the place. He is being unpredictable. Again, the last few rounds he's been over towards B. Now he's over towards CT on A. NBK getting taken down. That's a nasty surprise for him. Apex and Co trying to force their way into the site, being traded by the CTs. Still a man advantage for them, and again, the limited supply of Envy in terms of weaponry won't do much. Na'Vi surviving with 4 players. Now, let's just bear in mind the CTs and how many players they survive with. It's going to be critical to their economy. Starting to build slowly but surely. You'll see them finally get full nades on the board as well. Yeah,
that was a very important round. Guardian working with that op again, and Envy not making that force buy really work out. They just couldn't make the attack efficient enough. Basically, not getting out of that A slope area. That's the thing when you're force buying, playing with the Tech 9s, you want to get really up close. They didn't manage that and got dismantled by Na'Vi, and that's going to actually put Envy, rightfully so, into a save situation.
Now we see Guardian headed over towards the CPO area. He could potentially actually be playing spawns at this point. Who knows? We'll have to try and keep an eye on it later on. For now, we're going to have a number of Envy players towards the underpass area, and Guardian's been taken down. Maybe went for a cursory peek, and he was punished for it. Don't know where the AWP landed. We'll keep an eye on that. Now the T's are moving through connectors, but they're all heavily tagged, and there is a distinct lack of armor on these players. Edward trying to do what he can, but he's going to get shot in the face as well. 3 versus 5. Again, Envy playing the numbers game. Apex taking down Zeus. There's only 2 Na'Vi players left. Again, there's little armor on these T's. They can still bring this back if T's can continue to get these 1v1s. NBK's going to get some parkour in there and escape. 2 versus 4, still heavily tagged, but the clock is ticking. They both have defuse kits, but they need to find the frags. Kishima teasing, Kishima fragging. NBK goes down. 2 left. Sees if he finds the other play, he could just go for a straight defuse here. Apex, though, is going to be too close now, and I don't think Steve's realised going for loads of fakes. But is he going to look the wrong way? Finally gets the frag, and Na'Vi will take it over the line here. Just about, again, 1 person surviving.
Yeah, I mean, what happened there? That's just another example of how crazy Envy is with those pistols. Almost making it work without armors, and they got so low. Almost all 4 of them, everyone except for Apex was so low in that situation that really enabled Cease to make that clutch possible. And here he did. A very big round going further here. Na'Vi actually the first time they're getting a lead on this one.
Double AWPs coming out for the Envy side, taking a different approach. Let's keep an eye on where these AWPs are going. Again, Guardian headed over towards the B bomb sites, and Envy gonna be having NBK smoke CPL once again. And there it is, Guardian. He was in mid last round, now he's in B. Where's he going to be next round? Envy will have no idea. You saw him very briefly holding that little crack peak, which goes all the way to the stairs leading to underpass. Very, very tight angle, but all these pros will be aware of it. You often see Virtus Pro, for example, jumping past that angle on their approach. So a man down for Envy and things will slow down, but Apex with a pick over towards Short. That will allow him to take control of Connector, taking down Zeus as well as he tries to mount some offense for the Na'Vi side. 3 versus 4 after their early advantage. With the control in mid, you can see the bomb rotating towards A as well for the splits.
That's the scary thing about Envy right now is we have players like Apex that can just create openings even after losing that entry. It's crazy, but Edward...
He's taken the bomb! Everything changes now, but there's a lot of time on the clock here for Envy to get back into this. Again, they've got the man advantage. Edward doesn't have much life. Great flash, but can he find any frags? Apex is going to take him down. It's not working out for Na'Vi here. Flamey now positioned well to try and stop the plant, but where are Envy going to go for the plant here? They have no idea where the CT is. Finally find him. That flash was key for Envy to take that. That went back and forth so many times.
Yeah, that did. And I mean, it was all up to Apex. He got 3K in that round once again, just going crazy, making those 2 kills once they've lost the first guy. They lost Happy to Guardian right away. But here we see it. Apex gets that kill on Guardian and gets that kill on Zeus, making the huge difference. And actually, yeah, he picked up this kill too. Right, so there we go. Well, it's going to be Na'Vi on a bit of a scrappy buy for the last one.
Yeah, Guardian's been taken to the toy store and he's come out with a scout. So we'll see. He'll need to find the headshots. Na'Vi have next to no nades. 2-man peak will do the job in Palace, but there are 4 people on the A site here for Na'Vi, and Envy are charging towards B from short. Only Guardians able to scout, going to get absolutely punished. New hitboxes say goodbye, my friend. 3 players to try the retake here for Na'Vi. They are miles away from the B bomb site here. You cannot fancy their chances.
Yeah, that was an excellent call from Envy, pushing from B short with 4 guys, and then now we have Apex picking up Zeus as well. It's going to be Flamey and Edward, the 2 lone warriors for Na'Vi, trying to retake, but right now I don't think there's a lot going for them, to be honest with you. It's going to be a super hard retake.
Nice flash trades, but at this point Envy will feel confident about taking this round. Edward taken out from the back. Envy will take a 1-round lead over to the second half.
Yeah, that was a lot of battles, that's for sure. It was like a lot of back and forth, kind of a half where you never know. Even one team was getting that first kill, you wasn't really sure which team was going to come out on top of that round. So a lot of great battles, and Apex I thought was the biggest difference maker for Envy on that first half for sure.
Na'Vi are one of the teams, maybe along with Tyson, who has shown us some of the more advanced strategies on the T side of this map. We'll see what they have to offer. It's been a long time since we saw the B fake from Na'Vi, where they throw the smoke from T spawn all the way onto short and so on. It's had great effects in the past. Yeah,
the thing with the T side of Na'Vi is, I mean, it really lives and dies with Guardian a lot of the time. And obviously, like we all know, they play really slowly. They let the time go down to the last 20 to 15 seconds before making decisions. So they're putting a lot of pressure on themselves to make the right call at that point in time. So there's not a lot of variables that need to go in a way that they were not expecting for a round to really go from good to really bad.
Well, I believe Starix is still making the calls at the beginning of the round, with Zeus doing the mid-round calls there. Again, we saw a lot more rotation from Guardian than we normally see from Na'Vi.
Which is great, though. I mean, when you're an opper as good as Guardian, I mean, that's exactly what I would want him to do as well. Go pick from different sides of the map to just keep your opponents guessing. Go peek B, go peek window, go peek underpass sometimes, go peek A halls, A slope, you know, just keep him guessing. Not make sure that, you know, they'll not be sure where you are.
All playing for that silverware up those stairs. Nobody is allowed up there, save for Red Eye, until someone has been crowned a champion.
Let's hope no one trips on the stairs.
Yeah, that would be a nasty face plant. Plasters may be required. Why are you fronting, dude? Huh? What's that face about?